Trucks are the pride of the equipment here at WL French. You're a rolling billboard. You know, we're anywhere between Coventry, Vermont and Coventry, Rhode Island on a daily basis. You never know who's out there on the road, so we ask that you are respectful of anybody around there. You never know who it is. It's someone that knows someone that works here. It could be the guys that film these videos. It could be anybody. It could be myself. It could be the owner. But for the sake of yourself, don't do anything that you wouldn't want your mother and father seeing. We want you guys to be respectful out there on the road, and as well, we want you to take pride in your ride. So being clean inside and out, making sure the truck is looking showroom quality. So here we have our wash bay, one of them. So when you come back at the end of the day, if you need to pressure wash, if you need to clean anything, the wash bay is all yours. There's also another wash bay right here. So when you get back at the end of the day, it might be a little bit mayhem trying to get over here, but they should be open mornings, nights, weekends. You need to wash. We want to make sure you guys can wash. There's also the ability to pull the truck up outside and pressure wash out there if that's all you're going to do. There's soap, there's everything. There's no excuse. We take pride in our ride. We want you guys to take pride in them as well because, like I said, they're a billboard for the company, for everything that we're doing here. Everybody sees the trucks on the roads, and that's what they remember. This is the driver area. As you can see, we have our mailboxes, we have our key holders, we have bins there for all our paperwork. Also, these open up so anything we have could be stored in here. So right here is the keyboard. As you can see, each key holder has a number for the truck. Some of these are spare keys, some of these are guys that are off, but we ask at the end of every night, you lock your truck, turn your keys up, so the mechanics, if they need it, they can find the keys easily, turn them in. It doesn't do us any good if you take the keys home with you, unfortunately. So keys, lock your truck, hang your key every night. Here is the mailboxes. Each mailbox is dedicated to a driver. You can see the driver with the number. That's the number of the truck that they're driving. The designated unit, vehicle, tractor number is right there. So we ask the end of every day, there are timesheets here. You turn in your timesheets and your scale tickets at the end of every day. The amount of trucks that we have and drivers, payroll is a huge deal for us. So between getting the bills out the door, getting the scale tickets, and paying everybody, we need these in a timely manner. If someone holds these for 2-3 days, it becomes a problem. So every day, timesheets, scale tickets must be turned in, folded, so that it looks nice and neat. Here's where you would get a timesheet. Right here, everything's labeled. Timesheets, time off request forms. There's logbooks up here, accident reports, DVIRs, and then any roll-off, any contractual paperwork are here. There's also usually blank MSR load sheets. Here we have the maintenance book. So any problems that you have with the truck and trailer, at the end of the day, you got a coolant leak, you got anything, a vibration, your mirrors aren't working right, anything going on, you have a crack in the windshield, put it in the book. Everything comes down to the book. The word of mouth can get confused very often, so we want to make sure that everything is written down because these don't go anywhere. This is where the night crew comes and looks to see what is wrong with the unit when they bring it in every week, 2 weeks for oil change and greasing, stuff like that. Also, we have here are the DVIRs. These are for the DOT, anything safety related, tires, brakes, anything that's going to get you a violation, lights, stuff like that. Fill it out. At the end of the night, you turn it in this red bin here so that the shop knows that they need to take action on it. They sign off on it, leave it in the truck or your mailbox, and you'll sign off saying it was, in fact, corrected. So guys, one thing required by DOT and definitely expected by us would be your circle check and your pre-trip in the morning before you head out. So when you show up, check the oil, check the fluids, check your antifreeze, make sure everything's good, make sure nothing's been changed, fire the truck up, turn the lights on, do a walk around, kick all the tires, make sure that everything is up to snuff for you to get rolling in the morning. And all it does is you don't have a problem where you show up at a job and you have a flat tire. You don't have any issues where you say, oh, I didn't know that light was out because of whatever reason. We don't need these trucks driving around with lights out. We don't need to show up a half hour into the city. All of a sudden you need a roll call, guys. So all it takes, 15 minutes, do please a stern circle check every single day. right, so I'm going to show you where all the permits are and the registration for the vehicles. Every truck has a binder, registration number, VIN. Sometimes the trailer plate, if it's an assigned unit, will be on the front of the binder. And inside you'll see timesheets, registration, copy of the inspection, IFTA, mass overweight, New Hampshire, etc. Please, we ask that you know where all of your permits are, what state you're permitted for, whether there be an error in your dispatch, whether it be someone telling you to go somewhere that you're not actually permitted for. We don't need the overweight tickets. We don't need to be running in states that we're not allowed to. So please, we want you to be aware as to what states and where you're permitted for when everything expires, so that it's not just us that are watching over it, you're watching over it as well. Also, the trailer registrations are in a tube. On the frameless trailers, on the inside of the frameless where the arms go up. On the frame trailers are on the inside of the frame underneath. Any questions, feel free to ask. Any questions on which states, which permits, if you think you're expired, feel free to ask. Everything should be up to snuff. We don't want it to run any other way. So guys, these are the fuel islands. This is pump 1 here. It's for the short trucks, the 6-wheelers, the tri-axles, the roll-offs, the rack body like Shane. Pump 2, pump 3, and pump 4 are for the trailers, so please try to accommodate and act accordingly. Here is the kiosk. You will have your fob that we've given you, which is also your key to the building. Is your fob that will get you fuel. The way it works is you pull your truck up, say pump 2, you put your fob, it says enter vehicle number. On vehicle number 6, you hit enter. The next thing it says is enter odometer. I'm gonna say 6 again. Enter. And then it says pump number. We're gonna use pump 2, which is this inside one here. Pump 2, enter. You then walk up, pull the hose. We'll take the hose out. And then you have to lift the little doodah that starts the pump. So this is our DEF tank. If you're driving one of the trucks that requires DEF, obviously when it's low, this is where you'll be going to fill it up. So as you can see, Shane opens it here. He opens the DEF tank, put the nozzle in the tube there. Turn on the pump, and you're good to go. As you can see, the road coming into the office shop is a little bit steep, so we ask, please take your time. You never know when someone is going to be pulling out of the office, not paying attention. So when you're either pulling up or pulling out, morning, night, whenever, take your time, slow down. We do not need anybody flying around. Also, when you do pull up, we would like the rotation of traffic to go directly in front of the shop toward the fuel island. After you fuel up, drive around, and as you can see, this truck here parked, we line all the trucks up this way, backed in, facing outward. So regarding professionalism, guys, you're the ones being paid on the road. We expect no road rage incidents. Take the high road every time. We don't need that kind of stuff. Like I said, you guys are the ones being paid. You are the professionals. On another note of the professionalism, one thing we ask on all these sites that we're on, we could be on a high-profile site at MIT, or we could be at a backyard barn in Acton. Hard hat, boots, jeans, vest, no matter what, every single time. And if you don't have a vest, put on a high-vis jacket, whatever it takes. But we have to be on snuff every single time. These job sites that we're on are not gonna let these things go. They're very strict about how these things are these days. Safety is key, safety is number one. If you need anything, there is a cabinet over here for all PPE. As you can see, gloves, glasses, safety glasses, there should be tinted glasses, earplugs, vests. If you need a hard hat, there's a hard hat here. If it doesn't fit, you can ask Tim, you can ask Eddie, you can ask myself or Mark. We can always point you in the right direction, but safety is priority. And as much as most of these other guys out there aren't operating the way that we operate, we are operating at a higher level. Safety is key. PPE is number one, no matter where you are. We also do quarterly safety meetings required by DOT for all the drivers. We'll either host them here at the shop, down in the office, or at a restaurant nearby. Most times we'll provide food, and really we're just going over the safety things, the DOT checklist that you're going to see every month, every quarter. When we do unleash our mobile app for the timesheets, you will see it on the mobile app. But that's one thing we go over, making sure you have everything, triangles, chalk blocks, all that stuff. Also, we'll go over PPE, the do's, the don'ts, and the hot topics at the times. Make sure that everyone's on the same board, the same page if it comes to snow in the wintertime, if it comes to job sites kicking open, new landfills, new dumps, that kind of stuff. Kind of go over the hot topics at that point in time, but it is, we do ask everybody to be there. They are 4 times a year, once a quarter. On behalf of WL French, welcome to the team. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please feel free to ask. There's plenty of people that are willing to help. Stay safe out there.